This week's episode is sponsored by Impressive Jewels by Lisa Carter. Lisa Carter has been my consultant since inception of the Right Along with Vanessa morning show. So go to impressivejewels.net today. Get you a little something. You deserve it. This week's episode is sponsored by Dollhouse of Tampa Salon and Studio, where the inner doll is created. Styling services they offer are sew-ins, quick weaves, relaxers, facial waxing, eyelash extensions, and much, much more. It's time for you to find your inner doll. Contact Selena today, serving the Tampa Bay and surrounding areas of Florida. And make sure you follow them on Instagram and Facebook. Hello everyone, Vanessa Klinger here, your intuitive life strategist and life coach motivator. Would you like to be a guest on our talk show, Spiritually Speaking, with my co-host, Michelle Massey Washington? Well, go out to the website, www.vanessaklinger.com, complete the form, and your sponsorship includes a guest spot. We look forward to meeting you and highlighting your product, service, or event. Stay in love. Are you tired of being stung by outrageous nail prices? Well, you don't have to worry about that at Queen Bee Nail Hive. Contact Queen Bee herself, servicing the Tampa Bay area. 813-414-1405. That's 813-414-1405. Queen Bee Nail Hive. Come be pollinated. Hello, everyone. How are you? This is Vanessa Klinger, your intuitive life strategist and life coach motivator. Welcome to the Right Along with Vanessa morning show. New season, new year, new you, new age, new everything. Are you guys ready for some raw, real enlightenment? 100% free coaching at your service? Well, sit back, enjoy the ride as we take you higher into the dimensions of God. Let's go. Season. Yes, it's a new season. It's a new season. Yes, it's a new season. Hello, everyone. How are you? How are you? It is fun, fantastic, funky Friday. Welcome to the Right Along with Vanessa morning show, where we provide you with 100% free coaching at your service, raw, real enlightenment at its best. So sit back, enjoy the ride as we take you higher into the dimensions of God. Come on in, everybody. How you doing? Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. Hello, my friend. Hello, son. Thank you for shining on me today. Good day, Spirit. Good day, Reverend Ike. Good day, Cozy. Yeah, it is fun, fantastic, funky Friday. And I'm glad I'm back, guys. I hope you guys had a magnificent week filled with productivity, peace, prosperity, all that wonderful good stuff. I hope you did. So come on in, guys. I'm almost at my spot. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. It is fun, fantastic, funky Friday in sunny, beautiful Florida. Yes, I do believe that the storm has passed. Yes. You know, it's been interesting, huh? I mean, we thought 2020 was off the chain. 2021 is like a whole nother, I don't even know what to call it, unto itself. How you guys doing? I am here. I'm getting ready to be parked. Look at this beautiful ocean here. You know, you need to be where you need to be so that you can be who you're supposed to be. Okay. I thought you gonna come and say hello to everybody. No, you coming? You gonna come? Come on. You gonna come say hello? Parked, positioned. Come on, let's say hello to everybody, because you know we went. You don't want to do it. Come on, hot dog. Come on, hot dog. He's like, look, see. Say hello. There you go. Thank you. So, if you guys know, we took last week off because we went to my niece's, my sister Cosey's daughter, her wedding, and it was just a joyous occasion. I actually brought a picture. I brought a picture. Can y'all see? Look at her. Oh, isn't that beautiful? That's just their pictures, you know. Um, we don't have a copy of the wedding of the video of the wedding yet, but yeah. So that's Dominic and that's Miracle. Yeah, it was such a joyous occasion. Bittersweet, you know, bittersweet. So let me. You guys know it's Friday, so we got to do a fun, fantastic, funky Friday song. So here we go. You guys ready? A one, a two, a one, two, three. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Yay! Things are going my way. Things are going my way. Things are going my way. Fun, fantastic, funky Friday. Welcome, everyone, to the Run Along with Vanessa Morning Show. I am Vanessa Klinger, your intuitive life strategist and life coach and motivator. And yes, and I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. Let me say hello to social media. We'll see what's going on with everybody. Yep, let's see what's going on. Yes, 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 yes. Xanthia, my love, Xanthia, my love. I told you, girl. I told you. I told you. I told you your world was about to blow up. Good day, Queen. Good day, Michelle, co-host. Namaste, everybody. I told you, Xanthia. Girl, I'm telling you. Won't he do it, girl? Won't he do it? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, all right, all right. I'm excited because we got a great show today. We have a lot to cover, and yes, we got enough time to cover everything. So, so you guys know, I'm giving away 10 free books every month. So go out to vanessaklinger.com, click the free book button. And also, I'm taking guest spots for Spiritually Speaking, the upcoming season. It's launching. We're going to run the campaign in April because we'll be wrapping up seasons for both shows in April. So, uh, you know, if you have a product, service, or event that you would like promoted, that you would like to highlight on Spiritually Speaking, you need to go to vanessaklinger.com, click show sponsor, fill out the form, and I'll get with you. I'm telling you, we got price packages for every price point, every budget. Okay, I'm here to serve. Okay, and this is how we can provide 100% free coaching through our sponsorships and people donations and people contributing to the show's expenses and whatnot. So if you have a product, service, event, come on over. I mean, get the exposure that you deserve. Okay, all right. Go to vanessaklinger.com/show-sponsor. I'm telling you, I only have a certain number of spots for the season. So you need to get in now, okay? All right. So get my books. I'm not gonna highlight these. I'm just gonna show them to you. Go on to vanessaklinger.com, free book button, time to transform. The kickoff one. This is the catalyst. Yes, yes, yes. Is that all you got? Bring it. Number 2. And hello, Grace. Now listen, okay. These are self-published books. I did not have a major publishing company to help me produce these books, and there are, I wrote them, okay? So just like I'm not perfect, so are not my books, but I'm telling you, they are filled with the information that you need that will change your life. I'm serious. Okay, so we don't want to go over all that, okay? Let me pull up the banners here. I'm ready to get started. I mean, I missed you guys. I'm ready to get down with the get down because I'm getting ready to bring you a fantastic word, but I got to run 2 more ads. And then we'll come back with a Friday song. We done welcomed everybody. A book promo. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so I give away a 30-minute coaching session to first timers. That's right. When you go out and you purchase my books, that includes, for your first timers, a free 30-minute coaching session. That's right. So go out to vanessaklinger.com, take a look around. You'll find it, purchase the book, and I'll schedule a session for you. I'm doing that. You know what I mean? I'm here to serve, right? I'm about my Father's business, okay? And so should you. All right. So we're going to run an ad, And you guys get ready, grab your beverage. We getting ready to get down. Grab your beverage and come on back. And where's it at? Yep. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone. It is a new year, new season, new everything. So join me Friday on the Right Along with Vanessa morning show for another exciting topic and another word that's going to bring you the raw, real enlightenment and encouragement that you need for 2021. Join me, won't you? Stay in love. Okay, so I'm on the beach, right? And it's an interesting day because we got a local schizophrenic here, and he's been getting angry at his invisible friends. So it's going to be an interesting day while we're doing the show today. He come over, I pray for him, okay? He'll be set free. All right, here we go. Okay, let me get my banners up so you guys can see. We got today's topic, and we got today's scriptures, okay? All right, here we go. You guys ready? All right, I'm ready to. Proverbs 23:7. For as a man, scripture inspiration. Proverbs 23:7. For as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Job 12:22. Job 22:28. Thou shalt also decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee, and the light shall shine upon thy ways. Romans 12:2. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but be a new and different person with a fresh newness in all you do and think. Fresh. Dun, 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 dun. So fresh is so clean. Then you will learn from your own experiences how his ways, God's ways, will really satisfy you. Romans 5:13-17. If it seems we are crazy, it is to bring glory to God. Ain't that something? That man bringing glory to God. Yes. And if we are in our right minds, it is for your benefit. Either way, Christ's love controls us. Is Christ's love controlling you? Since we believe that Christ died for all, you hear that? Since we believe that Christ died for all, we also believe that we have all died to our old life. Underline that. He died for everyone so that those who receive his new life will no longer live for themselves. Instead, they will live for Christ, who died and was raised for them. So we have stopped evaluating others from a human point of view. At one time, we thought of Christ merely from a human point of view. How differently we know him now. This means that anyone who belongs to Christ has become a new person. The old life is gone. A new life has begun. 1 John 4:7. Beloved, let us love one another, for love is from God, and whoever loves has been born of God and knows God. Revelation 1:18. I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, look at here. I am alive forevermore. Amen. And have the keys of hell and of death. Romans 13:8, 10, 11-13. Owe no man anything except to love one another, for he who loves one another has fulfilled the law. Love does no harm to a neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Therefore, let us cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk properly as in the day, not in revelry and drunkenness, not in lewdness and lust, not in strife and envy, but put on the Lord Jesus Christ and make no provision for the flesh to fulfill its lust. One more. 2 Corinthians. No, let me do this one. Revelation 21:4. Get off that floor. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and death shall be no more. Neither shall there be mourning, nor crying, nor pain anymore, for the former things have passed away. Okay. A brand new count of me. All right. Okay, so these people, I wanna have a better life, and you ask them, they say, what do you want? Well, majority of people that I have encountered really don't know what they want or who they want to be. Okay. And I really believe in my heart that a lot of people really don't think that's an option, but it is. It just said that, right? I really believe in my heart of hearts that we agreed to come here, right? We agreed to come here to fulfill a purpose, but also to play a part. Now, what makes it so interesting is that we get here, and it's kind of like our processor is wiped clean, right? And we have some semblance of what's going on, but we're not really sure. And we have all these life's experiences and these encounters, and we get kind of corrupted. And then we have an encounter with spirit, Christ consciousness, and we begin to realize that of what we want and not what we don't want, right? And I honestly believe, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, that it's contrast, right? So the contrast is here for you to recognize and determine and conclude that this is not what I want. Okay. I think because your purpose, before the foundation of the world, God knew you. Y'all had a conversation. Y'all talked about it. Wrote the story of your life, include all the actors and all the bit players and all these characters that you're going to encounter, all for the end goal of you to becoming a new kind of you. I'm telling you, my life has been nothing but a movie. Now, you guys know, the past couple of years, I've been sleeping with Stuart Wild. Yes, I have. I go to bed with him practically every night. Hey, Stuart. But I also have been dating Dr. Bruce Lipton. You guys know him? You need to YouTube him. He's fantastic. Now, Dr. Bruce Lipton. Where's it at? Here we go. I got a new background on my screen. You know what, hot dog? Sit down. Thank you. I don't care. You're interrupting the show. Okay. Now, Dr. Bruce Lipton. Where you at, doctor? Okay. So according to Dr. Bruce Lipton, you have two types of minds, right? Within you. You have the conscious mind and you have your subconscious mind. That's been proven. Okay. It's been proven somewhat. Well, some people say it's theoretical, but I believe it. You have your conscious mind, which is and your subconscious mind. Now, he says your conscious mind is the creative mind. It's how you interpret what you are seeing and visualizing. Okay. So when I'm looking out there, I'm interpreting that as an ocean. Why? Because that's what I've been told and conditioned belief. That's an ocean, and that's what you call it. Right? That's a tree. I don't know what kind of tree it is, but I know because I have been conditioned to believe. And what do you call that? That's a tree. Right? So your subconscious mind is a programmed mind. Now, This is a program that is birthed from your habits. Okay, birthed from your habits. Now I remember when I was a little bitty girl and mom was teaching me how to go potty. And I would just sit there and I was like, I don't have to go. And she started turning the water on, right? And it triggered my little brain. Next thing you know, I went potty. So now, even to this day, okay, I'll run water and I'll think about that. Isn't that something, right? I mean, I was like maybe 3 or 4 years old, maybe younger than that. So your subconscious mind is program mind, is birthed from your habits. And there are many programs in your subconscious, like going to the bathroom, like getting up to brush your teeth. All these things that you are taught, right, is in your subconscious. It's like a script, right? You run the script long enough, a program, you run the program long enough. You taught the program, right? And it's run and you run it long enough and eventually it becomes habitual. It becomes a part of you. It's your subconscious, right? It's driving you. It's what's driving you. You can, drive a car now without even thinking about it. Some people drive a car and be drunk as a skunk and make it home. I'm guilty of that. Just habitual because it's your program, right? It's in your subconscious. Now, your conscious mind is what you are interpreting, right? What you're hearing, seeing, visualizing, and everything. So, programs are how you operate. Now, when you are born, your brain is your operating system, but there are no basic programs yet, which is why the first 7 years are the most important. Now, Michelle can agree to that because she shared that with me. Dr. Bruce said too. The first 7 years of your life are the most important. Now, I know y'all saying, well, Vanessa, I ain't 7, I'm 47. Well, it's not too late. I'm a living witness. Because when I was turned on to this, I was like, man, what am I gonna do? I mean, I'm so age. I'm a, but because I had an IT background and I'm around all these techies, they start talking about the stuff and applications and deprogramming and rewriting the script and debugging the system and all this kind of stuff. So I think like that now, right? So when I realized that my subconscious mind is what was driving me and what was allowing me to have these experiences, see, because my conscious mind was interpreting what my subconscious mind was taking me into, right? So your program, it's and you're going, let's say okay, let's do that. Okay, like for so many years I would wake up in this funk because my life was just not, it was not sexy. Okay, it was just filled with chaos and destruction and depression and all this kind of great stuff. So I would wake up like that because that's where I was interpreting what I was feeling, right? Because my subconscious was creating all these scenarios, energetically sending that out to create these scenarios for me to interpret from that perspective. Okay, so on a magical day, 2008, I was turned on to the secret, right? And it's interesting, guys, because when you get to a point where you really want to do better, be better, have better, all this stuff, be a better person. I mean, I just want to be a better person. I was like, why do I feel like crap? Why do I have, I had no really a beautiful view of myself, right? Because for so many years, I had convinced myself to believe that I wasn't worth nothing. So if you don't think you worth anything of value, you wonder why, you know, you wonder why men be crawling out of manhole covers trying to holler at you. Because you don't value yourself. Well, how do you change this, Vanessa? I see you over here cracking up, and well, I'm telling you now, in order for you to be a brand new kind of you got to do some work. Now, everything requires effort. Everything. So you guys know I started, 2008, and I started really, I mean, it was like I was really thirsty for it. So I started researching it, and I started listening to it at night, and I started just listening to all these different types of spiritual teachers and philosophers, and whatever you want to call them, philosophical people, and it really clicked for me, and I'll never forget. Uh, you know, uh, I consider Dr. Mike Murdoch, and he always will be one of my mentors that really turned me on, because I was making foolish decisions and I didn't want to be foolish anymore. And his whole ministry was designed around wisdom, right? Wisdom is a principal thing, therefore get wisdom. Not only get understanding, right? I was like, I want some understanding because I don't like my life. And I want a brand new. So Dr. Mike, I started listening to him and reading his books and stuff, and didn't really have a lot of money at the time, and I started contributing, what I could, just to get his books. I was just really hungry and thirsty for it. So this brought me into 2008 when I got turned on to Secret, because it was like I hit a wall. And I have a point, I really believe that when you have liquidated, that's the word. When you have, that's not even the right word. When you have gotten as much as you can from a source, you hit a wall, and it's time for you to experience a breakthrough, right? So I remember I had my little corner set up in my little cottage. It was maybe like 400 square feet, and you guys know I'm a deviate, so, but I had this little cottage, right? Wasn't making a lot of money, and the lady that lived next to me in another cottage, her name was Rosie, and so me, I'm a dreamer. I always been a dreamer. So I said, I was going to school and working and stuff like that. So I paid her to clean my little cottage and do my laundry. Why? Because I was operating from that mindset. I was, being mentored by these people, and I was like, well, one day I'll have a house, and I'll have a housekeeper. Not being arrogant, because that was just a goal of mine, right? So anyway, I'm turned on The Secret. I'm watching them, and then I'm meditating and all this kind of stuff. And I started doing my affirmations, my first experience, and I started really recognizing that it was working, right? But you know something? I'm gonna be real with you, okay? Just how long it took you to become then programmed, because we're talking about from the first 7 years of your life. So if you're 47, that means you have been operating and running a program for 40, respectively, 40 years, right? So you think that everything's just going to magically happen. You think that it's just going to happen overnight. No, okay? If you think that something's just going to magically happen, no. It's a process, okay? So the process of you becoming a brand new kind of you requires certain methodologies, practices, so that you can start operating in a new program called a new you, right? So this was 2008. So I'm still, I had my residual effects of my old life. Y'all know I was a hot mess. So I was vacillating back and forth between those two, right? And I started realizing that I no longer wanted to be that, right? It's interesting how you can be going through your life thinking it's great. Then one day you wake up, you're like, you know what? I don't like who I've become. What do you think that is? That's bringing that to your attention. Yep, it's Jesus, Christ consciousness. But it's also that better version of you, that brand new kind of you, the one that you agreed to that you would become before the foundation of the world, where you would hit a wall, and that wall is you, that new you, and it's beckoning for you because it's what you agreed, who you agreed that you would become. So here's Vanessa Ratchet. I've always been a good person, But I've been kind of ratchet, you know what I mean? You know, doing stuff I didn't have no business. Well, yes, well, no, I didn't. But and then the new me starts saying, "Hey, are you tired yet?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm tired. I don't want to be depressed all the time." I mean, it would go, I mean, for days. And I felt like I was just like in this pit of despair. And I couldn't fix it. And so when I was turned on to The Secret, and I started, doing the visualizations and affirmations and all that stuff, and I started seeing results. I remember I started, imagining I want to see this, and I wanted to see if it worked for one thing. So I remember I was visualizing about this penthouse building and stuff, and about me wanting to live there and all that stuff. So I go to one of my jobs, and I go into the break room, and there's a pamphlet of that actual building. I was like, wow. Right. So those were little clues letting me know that it was working. So I kept going in that direction. And this went on for a few years. And then, I'm speeding it up because of time constraints, but leading up to 2012, and that was a tipping point, one of them, where I started really just devoting. I got tired of just going back and forth. I was ready to make a serious change. So you guys know I spent the 2 years in the rooming house and meditating and all this kind of stuff. But nothing really changed, And I couldn't figure out why. It was because I was still, you know, working it out, testing, debugging the program. So the program was in its testing phase. I didn't know that, you know. Time to Transform talks about that, time to demolish and decide and all this kind of stuff. But I was still, working the kinks out, they call it, and debugging my system because there were a lot of bugs and flaws in my system. And in order to be a better person, you need to recognize when you have bugs in your system. What's a system? We talked about that last season. So there was bugs in my system, and what was compromising how I operated, right? So I had to go through these test cycles experiences with people, places, and things in order for me to work that out. Now, all the while, I didn't know that I was becoming a brand new kind of me, right? So that's 2012, 13, guys know my sister went to another dimension. Hey, Cozy. She went to another dimension, and I went through that, and still going through and having my experiences. So leading up to 2017, when I came back to Florida, you guys know, and I started right along, and I felt like, I turned a corner, and things were different, but then something happened, and I felt as if, is anything ever going to change for me? Why do I keep going through the same experience? Not all the while know that I was failing up. See what I'm saying? So some of you think that you keep going through the same thing, but you are failing up. All the while I was failing up, I was getting better. I was making more money. I was having more experiences. And all the while, I didn't know this, right? So you have to, hey, Dr. Wayne, when the change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Now, see, when I'm looking back on it, I see how I was failing up, how I was actually getting better. I was evolving, and I didn't even know it. I just felt like I was going through the same thing, same, like Groundhog Days, the same thing. So in 2019, you guys know, some of you guys know, I had, I think, of 3 major deaths in my family. People passed on and stuff. And so I shared it with you guys before, but this is aligned with today's topic. I was going through another dark night of my soul because they canceled my contract out of the blue. I ran out of money, and I was in that funk again. But I was ushered there, right? See, some of y'all think You in this pit and you in the depths of despair, but God is ushering you there. Spirit is ushering you there because you need to go down deep. Okay, so how do you become a brand new kind of you? Well, we all know that, Jesus, they crucified him, but in order for him to become qualified to sit at the right hand of the Father, he had to go down to the depths of hell. And so do you. You have to go down to the deep, deep depths of your subconscious. That's called hell. And face and deal with those demons that's down there, right? And when you face and encounter those, and I'll never forget, guys, I was so like, ooh, I was so broken and just down. Now, and I'll never forget. I had this dream. I was driving in one of my older Mercedes, and it caught on fire, and I just started screaming, and I didn't know what it was then, right? And when I opened my eyes, I was so sad, so sad, because I was like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. And I really did. I really thought that's what was going to happen. And I heard this little voice. It was very sinister, right? And I just, tears just rolling. Now, what really happened? There are two things that could have happened. Could have been very dark, sinister, negative. But the dream was I was being burned alive in my car, right? But what Spirit was trying to tell me was because I allowed him to take me down to the depths of despair, depths, dark night of my soul, depths of my subconscious. And because of that purification had to happen. Fire purifies. So it's telling me that it was purifying me for my next journey. It was purifying me of all those old ways of thinking. Because remember, that same year, I wrapped the season where you need a glimpse, where it was talking about you need to die to those old ways of thinking. I was preaching to myself of where I was going next. That was my next experience. Immediately after that, that's what happened. So when that happened, I was like, man, I'm done. But little did I know that I was on my way up. I was on my way up and coming up and up and up and up, and that I've been transformed. See, y'all, some of y'all be wanting to transform yourself on the outside. You need to transform your inside. It's the best thing that'll ever happen to you. Get your spirit right, your soul right. And that requires a death. It requires a death. It requires that old you to die. It does. Once you get that right, then the outside will just have to line up. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Get all this stuff right in here. Go through that process. It's going to be scary. It can be scary. It can be lonely. But honey, once you get all that right, you really will be a new kind of person. Same thing happened to Jesus. He had to do it. He became a new. He said, behold, I make all things new. That included him. Jesus was a newer version of himself when he died and rose from the dead. And the same will happen for you. You will die and you will rise from the dead. A new person. It will be a brand new kind of you. You will have new experiences. See, when you are reprogramming your mind, right, you're having to also shift and change your perspective, how you see things, get rid of all that crusty thinking. Because remember, your conscious mind is what's translating what you're seeing, right? You need to transform your subconscious and your conscious mind. You need to transform both of them. When you do that and you get those both in alignment and in harmony, then you will really see things happen differently for you. I'm a living witness. Okay? This external world, it seems like it's the same world, don't it? But through my eyes now, it's a whole new world. Why? Because my conscious mind has finally synced up with my subconscious mind. That's why you have to go down in the depths of your subconscious, the hell. You have to go down in there because you need to clean that stuff out. How are you going to clean it out? Well, by reprogramming, rewriting the script, and also confronting things that you created with your interpretation. You convince yourself. It became a habit of you seeing your world shitty, of you seeing your world filled with chaos and destruction and bigotry and people just out to get me and all this great dramatic stuff, to where you living on nothing but drama and chaos, right? That needs to be transformed. You need to wipe that clean. And the only way you do that, you got to go down there and confront that stuff. See, it's all about confronting stuff that you done created yourself. Those internal monsters, those internal demons that you created. There ain't no damn devil, it's you. It's your lower vibrational way of thinking that created and interpreted that to your subconscious and convinced yourself to believe that this was you. But it's not, baby. We come from Christ consciousness. God is a spirit. We come out of God. We are percentage of him. And if that's the case, then you need to drive those demons out of there. See, the Bible is interesting now. When you look at the Bible differently, you'd be like, man, that's right. Jesus showed up, he drove demons out of people. Enlightenment will drive and all that demonic lower vibrational stuff that you created with your magical powers out. Enlightenment will. So when I became enlightened, that I could be the best version of me, then I knew that only one person could occupy this dwelling space. Oh, wretched, pitiful, low self-esteem Vanessa had to go. She had to be driven out. And all those demons that were associated with her had to go. So if you, okay, this is how you know when you're getting ready. Because you will have a dark night of the soul. But this is the most important part of it. See, guys, if you guys understand the story of the resurrection, Jesus' life and his resurrection, then it can line up with what you're going through, what your experiences. And then it won't be so foreign and scary. See, so, and people, they look at it differently, like, oh, he was persecuted and they hated him. And all. That was a part of his story, right? To get him to the better version of him that qualified him to sit at the right hand of the Father, right? It was all part of the story, right? So your story is, okay, let's do mine. Mine was low self-esteem, low self-worth, a failure mentality, poverty, all this stuff. That was me. And I created those scenarios for me to experience. And then subconsciously, I had these, I call it Van the Bully, that demon down there, that lower vibrational part of me that would tell me I ain't worth nothing and I ought to just kill myself. I'll just get on up out of here because don't nobody love me. Don't nobody want me. I ain't gonna never have nothing, be nothing, do all that great stuff, right? That was me. So when I got turned on and I started putting in the work by doing the affirmations, reading the Bible scriptures, really staying close to God and looking at things differently through God's eyes and how the potential and the abundance just everywhere, and how this world is mine, that I get to experience and have heaven on. All this great positive stuff. Feel good. Looking through the world through pink sunglasses. Having that perspective. See, so when I started writing the script of the new me, I had to go through some tests to run the program. And so when you run the program, you'll have glitches. And you have to go back to the drawing board and debug your system. Analyze it, override it, and realize, oh, Oh, that's a glitch. Let me, oh, so that experience taught me that, okay, so I need to overwrite that with what? The opposite. So you had a negative experience, okay? And the last experience you had, you cussed everybody out and tried to kill yourself, okay? So the opposite thing you need to go, so you're going to have that same experience again. Let's hope you do. That's when you know you're onto something, because you start repeating stuff. So when I went through it again, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to kill myself. I've had this experience before. So instead of me feeling sorry for myself and wanting to kill myself, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to speak life to my situation and be grateful for the experience of what it taught me. See what I'm talking about? So that's a test case. So when you override it with the opposite, you go through the experience again and the outcome is different. That means that test is passed. That means that part of the program is functioning properly, right? So you go through all of these experiences, and then when you approach them differently than you did before, then the outcome has to be different. It does. It does, and it will. So let's wrap this up. I got a few minutes. How do you become a brand new kind of you? Well, the old you has to die. That old version of you that got you to the place of realization of what you wanting, of you deciding that you wanted to be a better version of you. You thank that person, and you go through the dark night of the soul, and you in spirit will confront those demons that you created. You did. Through That's just how powerful we are. But when you come back up, you're gonna have keys to death and hell. That means when you have keys to something, that means you own it, don't it? Are you in possession of it? So when you have keys to death and hell, that means you have access to it. You have a key to it. You own it. And it no longer owns you. That means that, thank you, Spirit. Once you conquer death and hell, then you have keys to help assist other people down into death and hell, to help unlock doors for them. See, you think those keys are just for your death and hell? Oh no, baby. When you are victorious over your own death and hell, and you have become a brand new kind of you possess that same type of power that Christ has. And you have the keys to unlock doors of death and hell for others. So the brand new kind of you is actually just a different version of Jesus. A you version of Jesus. But put ye on the Lord Jesus. Don't you want to? I want to be more like Jesus. Okay, well, if you want to be more like him, think about that now. Then you need to approach your situations like him. You need to allow yourself to die, to be crucified. See, people think that people are doing that. No, look, these are actors in your play called life. They have to play a part in order for you to fulfill a goal. Thank you. So, a brand new kind of me, don't be mad. Tell them, look, don't be mad. It's just a brand new kind of me. I'm filled with joy now, unspeakable and full of glory. And I'm drunk on joy. Why? Because this is who I've aspired to be. I've finally become that person. I'm a person that's happy and joyful. I always wanted to be a happy and joyful person. I never wanted to be depressed and gloomy and sad and just fearful. I never wanted to be like that. But again, unless you are 7 years old, it's going to take you a little longer to reprogram your subconscious. All right, I got a couple minutes. I'm going to read this and then we're going to be done, guys, because it's fun, fantastic, Funky Friday. That's right. All right. Reprogram means to revise or write a new program. How do you do that? By controlling what you see, hear, and do. This is why visualizations and affirmations work. But there are consequences, or should I say phases, that must happen for your subconscious to accept and believe the revision as truth, right? So that's why you're going to have to go through these test runs, because you're going through these cycles for your, see, to try to convince and persuade your subconscious. See, once you persuade your subconscious, then that lets you know that you have been reprogrammed. And then this is how you know when your subconscious agrees with what you've been visualizing here, is because your interpretation of what you're seeing lines up with what your subconscious wants to see. It's very interesting. And we'll probably go in deeper depths of that next season. But I just wanted to turn you guys on to, how the importance of you finally just adopting and taking on and assuming your role as a powerful spiritual being on this planet. That you're magical and that you have control. You are the master because of the power that exists within you. So stop waiting for people or stop waiting for things. You have to take your power back. Once you get all this stuff right, then your external world, your external you will have to line up with that new version of you. It just does. It's just the way it is. Guys, I know I went kind of all over the place today, but I really hope you got the gist of the talk. A brand new kind of me. And I'm telling you, it's the truth. Once this is how you know when your subconscious is in agreement. You've convinced it. You've reprogrammed it. Is that your interpretation of what you're seeing and feeling and doing is different, which makes it a new world and a new you. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for catching on the replay. I got to take that joke over there for a little quick walk. Then I got work today. Guys, I thank you so much. Join Michelle Massey Washington and I on Sunday for Spiritually Speaking. We're coming back. And I think we wrapped up Noah the last time. And I don't know what we're going to be talking about, but I know it's going to be something good because we're in the book of Genesis. So let's see where we're going with that. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for catching on the replay. I'm going to say hello to some people. Good day, Gretchen. Good day. Good day, Deej. Good day. Elisa, my love. Good day. Xanthia, thank you so much. Michelle, co-host, thank you so much. Everyone, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's my intention, and I feel so grateful that I get to share and impart to you guys. I just want to get you guys excited about God again and excited about who you are in Christ. I just want you to get excited about it and to realize the possibilities once you finally step on over to the other side and finally assume your rightful place as His creation. All right, guys. Thank you so much again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for catching on the replay. I am Vanessa Klinger, your intuitive life strategist and life coach motivator. And we'll see you guys Sunday, but also we'll see you next week on the Right Along with Vanessa morning show. So thank you guys so much again for watching. Where's my clip here? Please let it be here because I was rushing. Thank you guys so much. And until next week, stay in love. Hello, 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 everyone. It is a new year, new season, new everything. So join me Friday on the Right Along with Vanessa morning show for another exciting topic and another word that's going to bring you the raw, real enlightenment and encouragement that you need for 2021. Join me, won't you? Stay in love. Thank you for enjoying the show. If you have an awesome product or service that you would like Vanessa to promote, go to www.vanessaklinger.com/show sponsor and we'll get back to you. We have monthly sponsorship programs, ad slots, all kinds of wonderful great things to promote your product or service. Contact Vanessa today.